Hello, everyone. So, in today's video, I will be interviewing not just a guest but also my friend since college. She is currently teaching in Alaska, and she will try to tell us how's life in Alaska and how can you teach in Alaska. Let me allow her to introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Winika Kagas Clark. So I'm teaching here in Anchorage School District in Alaska. And then it's my second year of teaching here.
All right. So first, Um, is it cold there now? How's
Wow.
the weather? It
It,
is.
yep. Negative, like 0 degrees, below 0 degrees Celsius,
Oh my god.
or below 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh my golly. But anyway, so thank you so much for giving this time to us. So first and foremost, I want to know how did you apply in Alaska, and was Alaska really your first choice?
Um, After I got my passport in May 2021, I started applying to different states, different school districts, because I did not have any idea on how to. I mean, like I had you, but I was trying to entertain many options depending kung anong state or anong district ang tatanggap
Mauna.
sa akin. Yep.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, at first, I saw a hiring in New Mexico, but my my sister told me that there's lots of shooting and something like that. So I changed my mind, and so I saw a post in Facebook by Miss Julie Antinero. She was a teacher here in Alaska, but now she is in Las Vegas.
Mm.
So she posted on Facebook about like hiring teacher hiring in Alaska. So I contacted her. I chatted her on Facebook. And so she gave me the details and introduced me to their agency, which is
Mm.
I Teach America. And so I started the process. I submitted my resume, my passport, my like, application letter, recommendation letter, TOR, and basic requirements. So I Teach America interviewed me, initial interview, and after that she forwarded my application and requirements to Anchorage School District,
Mm.
and then the HR of Anchorage School District contacted me and did another interview, like
Mm.
an initial interview, ASD interview, or yeah. So, and then after that, principal started contacting me and scheduled for interviews. So it took me like four principals
Yeah. Wow.
until I was offered like um the job. Yes.
Okay, that was very detailed. I have so many questions. My first question is Anchorage School District one of the biggest there in Alaska?
Yes, it's the biggest. Anchorage is the biggest city in Alaska. It's not the capital because it's Juneau, Alaska, which is the
Yes.
capital. Anchorage is the biggest city in Alaska. So therefore, Anchorage School District is the biggest
Yes.
school district here in Alaska.
Now, I have a question since in your explanation, you were able to come there because of an agency. But do
Mhm.
you know anyone that were able to come and teach in Anchorage School District through direct hiring? Meaning they went straight to the website, apply, and then they were able to get an interviews, or there's no chance?
That's what I know. It's through an agency. And Anchorage School District is only hiring special education teachers from the Philippines.
Maybe because that is a big district, and so they don't really have so many vacancies compared to that's what I hear, villages. Is that the right term?
Yes, the villages. As what I yeah, I have so many friends that are teaching in the villages, but they are not special ed teachers. They are
Yes.
high school, elementary. Yeah.
Your current school district is not really hiring other positions, but there are so many school districts in Alaska, right?
Yes, because it's the biggest state in the United
All
States.
right. So yeah, so how are they gonna find these school districts? What should be the easiest way? Like, is it through Google? Do they need to just type in Alaska school districts? Will it come up?
Yeah, if they know the name of the district and then they can search it in Google, it would bring them to the district school district website, and then every school district website has the employment opportunity part where you can find the job opening.
That is true. That is true, right? So
Yeah.
they have their own online application already in their website. So now, let's talk about salary. So this is what I've been hearing. Salary in Alaska is higher compared to the mainland US. Not really as a whole, but because some states in here also offer a higher salary, like in New York or California. But what is the average salary in your place?
A beginner teacher, like minimum of 2 years experience,
Yes.
it's like 54,000 annual. And
Okay.
then for those who have master's degree or PhD, and because it depends on educational attainment and your years of teaching experience. So
Yes.
the more years teaching of experience and the higher your educational attainment, then the higher your salary. So the highest salary here, if you've been teaching for like 20 or 25 years, and then you have the PhD, that would that would be 95.
All
But
right.
if you are a new teacher, J1 teacher, kahit 18 years pa yung experience mo dito sa school district namin, 8 years lang ang i-credit nila for your first year of teaching.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
I do not know.
All
Yeah,
right.
your educational attainment, they will like credit everything. That is just only for our district. I'm not sure with the other.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Since we talked about salary, so what's the salary na enough for the cost of living? Kasi, every state, iba-iba naman yung cost of living.
Mhm.
And I've been hearing also that mataas ang cost of living sa Alaska. So how true is that? Is that true to all places in Alaska? What's the best salary for your own opinion? Na
Mhm.
pwede kang, you can say, I could live comfortably with this salary if I'm in Alaska.
In Anchorage, as what I heard, I mean, villages offer higher salary compared to Anchorage because if you're in the village, your expense cost of living is really high. But for Anchorage, compared to the lower 48, it's more expensive. According to my husband, it's more expensive here. And you can live comfortably here in Alaska if you have a salary that ranges from 75 to 80 plus.
Oh,
Yes, because houses here are expensive. Like my first year of teaching, I was renting a room and I was paying for like 700 a month. And then food also is expensive. Like in a month, if you are just spending for yourself for food, you will like spend 300 to 400. I think that's enough. And
yes.
you should have a car.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's everywhere, like right in the US, wherever.
Yeah. Car is not a, want, it's a need. A real need.
Yeah.
Mahal
Yeah.
ang Uber.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Especially here in Alaska, it snows. So when winter comes, when it starts to snow, Uber cost or Lyft cost is higher compared to like seasons where there's no snow.
All
And it's
right.
hard to find like Uber rides when it's snowing hard.
Alaska is really, for me, it's really a nice place, especially that I dream to live in a snowy place. I've been dreaming. Now I went to Arizona, di ba? So, never ko na-experience na may snow talaga. But there, I think one of the best thing is snow. Is it really nice to live in a snowy place? Is that really like what we see in TV, in the movies?
So last year, my first experience of snow, it's like, oh, it's really white everywhere you look, and it's like amazing. It's
Yes.
wonderful, and then it's like, oh, it's this is a dream come true because you only see it on television, in movies, and everything. Yeah, but there are also challenges in living in a place like this, like the weather, like it's very cold, so you have to bundle up. So like 3 layers or 4 layers. Uh-huh. And then driving is you should be really careful, and you have to change your tires to snow tires.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's dangerous if you won't. It's very slippery, especially if it's yung snow, it will turn into ice.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's dangerous. Yeah, but it's beautiful.
Yes,
And
right? So,
I fell in love with Alaska when it snowed first time. I mean, it was my first
mhm.
experience.
Someone also told me that there's a higher rate of depression in Alaska. How true is that? Like, is there a way for you to, spend your have fun during those season, like yung winter times? Like here, you can go out anywhere you want. You can enjoy the places, but in Alaska, since it's snow, so wala masyadong so I assume wala masyadong mga places to go during winter. Like how long is that winter time na nasa bahay lang kayo?
From November up to April. And
Grabe.
those days, the only things that we can do is go to the mall or do ice skating or go to movies. We have our annual Regal Pass, so that it's like cheaper. So when you have nothing to do, you can just go and watch a movie. That's what we do.
So there's still a lot of things to have fun. It's not really like you are not allowed to go out. It's
No,
not like that.
no.
Yeah.
We go
Okay.
sledding.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Hmm.
Yes, those are fun, right?
Hmm.
So, thank you for showing us the things that you enjoy doing in Alaska. Now, what are the real challenges aside from the snow? Are the students hard to teach there? Like, how's your teaching in Alaska?
Very challenging. So not counting the weather, it's very challenging because our students in the Philippines are not the same as the students here in America. They are more like vocal. They are really like they express themselves. And especially when you are in a special ed classroom, some have behavior problems like anger issues, and they are hyperactive.
Yes.
Yeah, and I did not really see a lot of that in our like sped setup in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like it overwhelmed me. And then I was really stressed at first.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really hard the first year. I always tell these people, like, I always receive, like, you can't imagine how many stories I receive from some subscribers, like, telling me how hard the situation they're in, especially students. Students really usually yung problem, like,
Mhm.
they won't listen and all of that. But I always tell them it's always the first year. And pero makakaya naman yan, like, it will just give yourself a time to adjust. How's your colleagues, your admin? How are
Um,
they supportive?
my principal is really good. She's an ideal principal. She has very high standards and she is very supportive. And my co-teachers are very supportive too. They like offer help, and then they one time my neighbor, I mean the teacher next to my classroom I told her, sorry for the noise and everything. If- I hope we are not really that bothering you. And she's like, as long as you're fine, you're good. Yeah, so they are supportive. I like them.
That is great. Like, that's what I always believe. Once yung environment mo okay,
Mhm.
it's good. It's mas magaan pumunta sa school, 'di ba? How about the parents? Are the parents very strict, or are the parents also like, how's your first experience, especially during conference?
They are very supportive. Yeah, I like them. And it's a matter of how you communicate, or how you talk to them, how you inform them. It's your way of like talking to them.
They're very appreciative here. I don't know, because maybe we are so warm also. Like, we are, like me, I love to communicate to them. I
Mhm.
love to usually send them like, congratulations, your kid got perfect score in the test. Like, simple as that. It doesn't, you don't need to wait until conference and tell them the grades. Like, every time I see successful work from my students, I usually share it to, we use Class Dojo. I don't know if you have used that one, or how do you communicate with parents? Like, through email or face to face?
Text,
Text?
email, and text and call.
Yes. All right. Yeah, that's the basic, right? So
Mhm.
here we use Class Dojo. Para siyang app that you can download, and then parents will download that too. And you can post pictures and make class story, parang ganun. So, yeah, and I think they're very appreciative and
Yeah.
they're generous,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Yes. All right. So I think we've covered a lot of things. Thank you so much for sharing your life in Alaska. So far, in a scale of 1 to 10, how happy and contented you are in your life there?
I have my husband here who is very supportive, and I have my job and my good colleagues. I have good support. So
And you
it's
get to travel. You have so many travel photos.
yes.
Right?
Yeah, so it's like 9/10.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh. Yeah, right. So since you mentioned him, your husband, like, I am just curious, how did you two met? If it's okay to share.
So he is also a teacher here in Anchorage School District. And last year it was his second year of teaching. So there was it's a training, like a 10 session training for new teachers. And he's one of the participants. And it's a Zoom training. So that's how we met. And then after that, he added me on Facebook, and then we chatted, and then we went out, we did some sledding. And then in March, we started traveling. We went to the lower 48. And then in summer, we went to England because my sister is there. So we traveled for like 1.5 months.
Wow.
And then when we came back, we decided to get married. So we got married July 15th.
Yay!
Here.
That is nice. Thank you so much for sharing, Win. Like, I'm so happy for you. Like, nasa Alaska yung true love, no? Very focused on your career back here in the Philippines. Now you have time for yourself and you deserve it. You deserve to be happy because you're a good person. I'm so happy for you. And I hope to see you here. I don't know when, but, I know we're very far from each other. So,
Mhm.
Winika is actually my college classmate, and we've been friends since then. So yeah, now we're here. We have another friend in another state, Reezy. I hope that we can bond soon. So yeah, thank you so much, Wayne. I think this is the end of my vlog, and I appreciate you for sharing your time and your knowledge about teaching in Alaska. I'm sure like lots of teachers are also appreciative of you sharing this information. So yes, teaching in Alaska is a great opportunity, right? And you get to experience real winter. So if
Yep.
you want that, don't come to Arizona. Meron lang isang place dito sa Arizona that will snow. It's like in Flagstaff.
Mhm.
But iba din talaga kung at when you just open your window and there's snow, no? So I
Yeah.
dream na ganun din sana. But anyway, we need to be happy wherever we are. So
Yeah.
an important thing is we are with our family. So yes, my
So,
last question before we go: what is your best advice for teachers that will want to teach in Alaska?
best advice. Just do your best. Be flexible. And yeah, when you do your best, everything will follow. And get ready for the winter, the very cold weather. When you're outside, don't forget to wear your jacket, your beanie, your gloves.
Yes. Basta
Yeah.
complete gear lang talaga. So I hope to visit Alaska too. So yeah. Thank you so much once again.
Yeah,
Bye everyone.
thank you for the opportunity. Bye.
Yay. Bye bye.